So good evening, class. Shomendo, you have gone for a tour, right? What countries? What are the countries? Central Asia, right? Central Asian countries. You have gone for a tour, right? Please enlighten us about your experiences.
So last month I went for a tour. So the tour is Central Asia. So actually I visited four countries. Was in Central Asia and then so I first started my journey in Delhi. So from Delhi I flew to Almaty, which is in Kazakhstan, and which is the biggest country in Central Asia. So I spent 3 days there. So from there I went to Kyrgyz Republic, which is another country in Central Asia. I crossed the land border and went to that country. So there I also spent 3 days. And from Kyrgyz Republic, I went to Uzbekistan, which is my third and last country in Central Asia. So there I also spent 3 days, and from there I went to the United Arab Emirates. So I had transit there, so I spent 2 days there, and after that I came back to Tibet. So this was the whole. So and this tour was very unique because like I visited natural places, historical places, and also big cities in this tour. So it was, I mean, a whole and compact tour, and I planned it really well. And so it was total about 12 days. In 12 days, I visited four countries and various places. So if I start from Kazakhstan, so it was mostly, I was based in the city of Almaty, but also I visited many natural places in the Almaty region, and temperature there was below the 0 degrees. So in the city it was minus 10 degrees almost, and outside of the city in the mountains it was almost minus 20 degrees. So it was extremely cold there, and like I've been to cold weather before, but that is in Himalayas, but never been to a like never been to a city which has, I mean, completely functioning city which is Almaty, like in that kind of temperature. So that was a unique experience for me. I mean, snowfall was happening, and everywhere on the streets it was like snow. So it was like completely white everywhere. So it was about Kazakhstan. From there I went to the Kyrgyz Republic, which is another country, and like I crossed the land border there, and it was also about nature, I would say, because Kyrgyz Republic, the country is not that much developed. The 90% area of this country is covered by mountains, and only the rest 10% areas are developed. So the capital of the country is Bishkek. So I went to Bishkek, stayed there for a day, explored the city, and next day I went up to the mountains for skiing. So this is the first time I tried skiing, and also I hired an instructor who can teach me how to ski. So I learned basic skiing there, and it was about Kyrgyz Republic. And after Kyrgyz Republic, the next day I went for Uzbekistan, so which was my last country in Central Asia. So in Uzbekistan I visited two cities. It was Tashkent and Samarkand. And Uzbekistan is historically important because we have heard about Amir Timur. I mean, we all have studied about him in our history classes. That Amir Timur, he came from Central Asia. He was an invader. He, I think, he fought battles with Delhi Sultanate, and he won. So he was from Uzbekistan, and he is considered the national hero of the country. So after spending one day in Tashkent, So in Tashkent, I visited the National Art Museum and uh, local famous tourist spots like Amir Timur Park or Hotel Uzbekistan, like that. Because Tashkent there's not many things to see. So the next day I went to Samarkand from Tashkent by a bullet train. So it was my first time traveling on a bullet train. So that was also unique experience. Like the train was over 200 kilometers an hour speed. So after reaching Samarkand, so I visited many historical places in Samarkand, because also the Mughal Empire, who I mean Babur came to India. Also Babur came from Samarkand. So historically it's very important, and like it has links with India. So in Samarkand, I visited many historical places, and the most famous place was Registan Square. So it's a square where there's a mosque and two madrasas. So and like there's beautiful architecture to see, and inside they have built a museum and a lot of things to see related to history of Uzbekistan. So and also the place was the part of ancient Silk Route, which connected China to the west. So for trade purpose, it was also important. This city, this route. So this city has many historical significance. So this city was mostly about old monuments and history. So you have a lot of museums and old monuments in the city. So I've visited those cities. I mean Uzbekistan for that. And after that, I had flight for Emirates because I had transit there. So I was there for 2 days, and only I mean in that time span I also visited Dubai because I was in Emirates. So for I would say for 1 day I was in Dubai and visited normal. I mean the most famous tourist attractions like the souk, the gold market, Burj Khalifa, Dubai Mall, like that. So and after spending 1 day in Dubai, I had flight to back to India. So after that day, I took the flight back to India to Mumbai. So I had layover in Mumbai. So in couple of hours, I also visited few places in Mumbai also, like Taj Hotel, the Gateway of India, Marine Drive, and like after visiting Mumbai, at the night I had flight for Kolkata. So that night I boarded the flight from Kolkata and reached here. So that was the whole itinerary for the tour. And I would say if I talk about nature and all, so like the people who love natural places, and for me also the best experience was in Kazakhstan because nature was great there. And I was only for 3 days, but the country is huge. I think it's the ninth largest country in the world, and the landscape is so beautiful there. So I hope in future I will definitely go back there because there's a lot of things to see. And about culture and food, I would say that Uzbekistan is great because in Uzbekistan, I mean, it's more historically rich, and it's also very beautiful about like the culture and architecture is very beautiful there. And I would say about food, because food in Uzbekistan is really delicious. Their national dish is called Pilaf, which is very similar to our pulao. So
Yes, I heard these are many food blogs as Pilaf. Yes, Pilaf they said. Yeah. Yes, very similar to pulao. Yes,
kind of similar like biryani or
yes,
pulao and this. Yeah. And another thing I would say that the tea I had in Tashkent, so there's a fruit called tangerine. So it's exactly looks similar like orange, but little bit different. So they make tea with that. Uh,
Tangerines, right? Yes, in many countries, not in Uzbekistan, in many countries they refer orange as tangerines. But I think they are more or less similar, right?
Yeah,
Tangerines. Yes.
99 similar, almost identical. You can't even see the difference. So
Yes.
the thing is, they make tea with it, and that tea I had, and I think that's the best tea I ever had in my life. So, like, if I steal that recipe, how to make that tea, and open a tea shop here, I think all the other tea shops will go in loss.
All the other tea shops will go bankrupt, right? Okay.
So, like, that's the best tea I ever had because that was so delicious, and like I prefer tea also without milk.
Oh,
So,
I see.
without milk and with that flavor of that food, was very delicious. And also I had multiple types of food like shashlik. The kebab is called shashlik there. So I had shashlik and naan. Naan is actually a kind of bread, and it's like this kind, well, like this thick. It's, they have it there. It's like uh, bread. So it's called naan. Like we have naan in
Just like naan, yes, just like naan. Yes, non. They say non.
naan, yeah. So that was also really delicious. Like they have it with tea and other drinks also, and they also have it with a kind of yogurt. So yeah. So in terms of food, culture, history, I would say Uzbekistan is better, and in terms of nature, Kazakhstan is better.